I was at a West Coast Swing dance event, and I was dancing with a really good friend of mine. Suddenly, I just felt very dizzy. And then I remember just kind of bending down to maybe just kind of like brace myself or to rest, I'm not sure. And then suddenly, everything just faded to black. I remember waking up to one of my friends leaning over me saying, "Sharell, we're here with you," and just feeling completely confused. I didn't know what had happened, but I just knew that something had gone terribly wrong.
I just started my shift in the DJ booth, and all of a sudden I heard some people screaming over to the side, "CJ, CJ," and I looked over and realized she was on the floor and was gasping for breath, and I didn't know what was going on. And I was trying to stay positive, like, okay, she's gonna be all right, but it got to be one point there where I was like, man, this is bad.
Luckily, there were 3 nurses who happened to be dancers who were also there, and they were able to use the AED to shock me back to life. From there, I was rushed to the emergency room. There was very extensive blockages, and it would require doing a quadruple bypass surgery where they would actually go in and create grafts so that oxygen could get to my heart. My recovery journey started by spending 3 months going through cardiac rehab. One of the things that I really appreciate about my cardiac rehab nurses is that as soon as my doctor gave me the thumbs up that my sternum was healed and I could do things with my arms, they immediately were like, "When are you going dancing?" And they were not gonna let up. And I did have a little bit of fear to go dance again. It was more a fear of like, what are other people gonna think? You know, like, are people gonna be afraid to dance with me? Since it happened, in my local community and everybody, saw it, I thought people were gonna be afraid to dance with me again. And so I made CJ, my guy, I made him promise, like, just, dance with me the first couple of songs so that way people will see that I'm okay. One of the reasons why I have my full mental capabilities and physical, capacities is because the dancers who performed CPR on me started immediately. Learn CPR, and please make sure that you learn CPR, that your loved ones learn CPR, that your friends learn CPR, because you never know when or who may need it.
We've worked to kind of spread in the dance community for people to take CPR training. Even if it's 10 people in the ballroom, hopefully at least one person knows CPR.
I think when you go through a near-death experience, it's just kind of like, how do I survive and how do I live through this? And then once you realize that physically you'll be okay, then it was just kind of like everything hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, what the heck did I just go through? So it just seems like it's something that always happens to other people. And then one day you just realize that you are that other person. One day it's gonna happen to you. This is a studio where I took my first dance class. This is a studio where I met the dancers who saved my life. And this place, it makes me feel alive. I mean, it really, dancing literally and figuratively gives me life.